Good morning, everyone. Or should I say God Saturday morning, as Spike Lee says, from the epicenter. Um, what do we have to talk about? Well, first of all, the movies I've seen, Princess Diaries and Dune and Lord of the Rings, and I've been watching a couple melodramatic stuff. I mean, we did a little bit of The Simpsons, Gravity Falls. The movies have just been so weird here in the quarantine, so we're going to get right onto it. First, I'll start with The Princess Diaries. This is a movie starring Anne Hathaway, and it also stars Julie Andrews in a supporting role. This is a movie about just a princess who is from a San Francisco town, and she goes to the big she goes to Genovia from the big city. That's basically the premise. You have to know about Genovia. I think it's, a fictional thing, and I was completely right. I looked it up, and it's fake. I mean, just to think it's real is pretty funny, right? It's like, is that place real? I have no idea, but nah, it's fake. So, you know that as soon as you watch the movie, when you sit down and watch it. Um, Anyway, Princess Diaries is good. It's something I've seen as a kid, actually, and I was reminded of that when I first saw it. It's funny, it's on Disney Plus now. That's like the only place you could get that. Um, it's ridiculous. Oh, so here's the funny thing. This is like what the movie is. Anne Hathaway, it's her debut. She was 18 when she made this. And she basically goes from not attractive to attractive, and it's very funny. I'm going to show you. This is like the film. This is big scene. It's like Toy Story 2 when Woody gets cleaned. You basically see this actor come in, the American actor. I'm going to find out his name. He plays this guy, Paolo. He's a makeup artist. And he says, I'm going to remake Mia, this suburban girl. We're going to turn her into a princess. Because then I haven't really gotten into this, guys, and I apologize for that. I haven't explained the plot of the movie. The plot is a girl realizes her dad was a prince or a king, and now she is a princess, and she's inherited his legacy. So it's a big responsibility. So, yeah, that's what it is. Mandy Moore's in this film as Lana Thomas. Heather Matarazzo, Lily. I think she was in Scream because my brother pointed that out to me. Just taking random liberties here. She was in Welcome to the Dollhouse and Hostel Part 2, which I haven't seen. Yeah, the cat's name is actually Fat Louie. That's funny because I wouldn't have thought that. But yeah. For the gist of it, Sandra Oh plays the vice principal. It's all very fun stuff. Joel McCrary, he's on the show Kicking It, that my siblings watch. Bonnie Aarons is in this, who plays the nun, and she's in The Conjuring. She has a very distinct face, and it's funny. Um, I remember her from Mulholland Drive, which came out around this time, the David Lynch one. Um, yeah, so Gary Marshall is known for doing romantic comedies. Directed this because he found this good family entertainment. Um, who wrote this? Gina Wenkos did the screenplay. Whitney Houston produced this. There were various changes, and Hathaway won the lead role over several established actresses, and this is her debut. And this commemorated the end of Andrew's semi-retirement from acting and return Disney films until she did Mirror Mirror, I think, and she's the voice of Gru's mother in Despicable Me. Anyway, Princess Diaries 2, I have to see. I've not gotten around to seeing it, and I plan on seeing it. But it is just it's fun. I mean, it's a little overlong, I gotta say. But no, I have to show you the transformation because now this is the movie, as I was saying. It's just she goes from being her, like, here. I'll just show you instead of talking. Yeah, that to that, and it's funny because I mean, like, if you know anything about Anne Hathaway, you would know that she always looks just like that in the middle. Always, except for Les Miserables at the end, where she shaves her head and she sings a song, and she won an Oscar for it. Hosted the Oscars, and to be honest, that's not worth what she had to go through. Nah, she's a terrific actress, and it shows because I mean, you watch it and you could tell she's really putting on a bunch of different emotions. She's really putting on a bunch of different faces and selling the film. Yeah, so I liked parts of that. I'll come back to what makes it bad. Oh, hi, here's Jake.
I thought you were talking to someone.
No, Jake's in here now. What's up, Jakey?
Making a podcast for yourself?
For the internet.
Oh, for the Princess Diaries.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I mean,
you're trying to remember Am I? Not looking at a screen or anything.
No, I was trying to remember this guy's name, but it turns out
he's 83.
Hector Elizondo. We're talking about the guy who plays Joe. Larry Miller.
Marvel could get him.
Who? Marvel. Yeah, he could play a small role in the MCU, and he'd say, "Avengers, not all bad guys. They just bad guy." Like the character from Wreck-It Ralph.
Window fucking up, or was someone shedding tears in the back?
I
don't get it. Was he tough or just cool?
He was a mix of both. He was Shaft. You know what Shaft is?
No.
Anyway, this is what we're watching later.
Oh, really? Yeah.
With Christopher Peen. Look at that face. She always makes that face.
His real voice.
His real voice is horrendous. We could show a clip from Into the Woods.
It's like worse than a normal guy. Oh. Agony is the power of sin.
We also are going to review Peanut Butter Falcon, so we could just do that.
Into the Woods.
After.
Chris Pine. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It doesn't do anything.
Jake, gotta learn how to work an iPad. Oh, cut my movie out. I won't show the actual song.
Copyright, yes.
Beautiful one-eyed dance the evening.
I could show parts of it.
Disappeared in the woods. How do you manage this?
Wait, leave it. There's our future Mrs. Invisible Girl.
Did I out something here?
I really don't know how copyright works, but I had a whole channel taken down.
It's so much more difficult.
Billy Magnussen? He's gonna be in the new James Bond. That's so weird. The American dude?
Honestly, just from afar, he could be the drummer in Bohemian Rhapsody. Like the movie. He could replace that other
yeah, but they're all British. It's hard. It's weird to say an American guy will be in Bond. It's funny, Chris Pine.
Underneath the mango tree, my mama and me. Underneath the mango tree.
We are going to cleanse ourselves with some Bond after this. And we're doing it now, apparently. Jake, maybe you can make me a PB&J.
Jill, do you want to go?
We're going on a trip to Oceanside.
No, Jake, you're little. You can go in the back.
No, yeah, no.
What is that movie?
Anyway, we have to review Peanut Butter Falcon.
Get dressed.
But first, we're going to do this. I didn't do it yet. Okay.
We'll go whenever you guys are ready. I want you.
We're playing underneath the mango tree. Yeah, I could talk all day about James Bond. One of my favorite. Dr. No is one of the better James Bond movies. It's one of the first ones I watched as a kid. It must be an old song. I've never heard it until I saw this film.
Underneath the mango tree, my honey and me.
I forgot you spoke another language.
Keine Angst. Ich glaube, ich darf ebenso wenig auf
Oh my god, it's a dubbed version. Hate that when you go to YouTube and you put on a video and it's dubbed. Happens a lot more than you think. Here, other videos are Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Should I just find the actual clip to fix that up? I will. It's not available. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go review the Peanut Butter Falcon. Hold up. Hello.
Welcome to the Hamptons if you'd like to come.
We are. We're gonna review the Peanut Butter Falcon first. So
Good movie, opens up strong. I like it's kind of like Split in a way because they open with two different characters, two bad things happen to them, and then they kind of unite.
it was like every road trip movie, but very funny and stupid. Like when the kid
How's this
hurls,
funny and stupid?
when the kid hurls the
That's a
big guy,
serious
it was
issue.
very bizarre. Also, Shia LaBeouf. I'm gonna spoil the movie for everyone, so shut the podcast off if you don't want to hear it. When Shia LaBeouf gets hit in the head, it was resolved so quickly, and
Well-
also I expected him to die, and he shouldn't have died. They just should have showed, him in the hospital. Good
Yeah,
for
it's
them
pretty
not
cool
showing that.
How
Just
the saltwater redneck comes and saves him, and
I'd like to see Saltwater Redneck beating up those two guys who had the tire iron. We didn't get to see any of that. It cut to black. And we got to just see his brother
Yeah,
in the
okay,
car.
Come on.
Jake's cutting the review short.
Yeah.
But yeah, Peanut Butter Falcon is good. Hey, Joe.
Jill's coming with us.
I know.
You'll need pants. It's cold.
I'll wear a sweatshirt.
No,
No, I called it. I called it!
stop it.
Uh,
Jill's gotta go.
Okay, fine, I'm going back then.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
Shotgun.
We're reviewing the Peanut Butter Falcon if anyone wants to chime in. I was just saying, it's interesting how Dakota Johnson could be in so many places at once, and her work never really calls to check in with her, and she still has her job.
You are. But
I'm making a sandwich really quick.
Yeah.
Would you, I'm gonna make one. Underneath the mango tree. See, Peanut Butter Falcon. Yeah, it had really good cinematography, the movie. It was like every road trip movie, but very dumbed down, but with little quirks of its own. Great cast. And we're going to Marvel.
I'm gonna put up laundry too while we're doing this. Do you have anything to go in?
I have to do the router. Yeah, so Peanut Butter Falcon is good and Princess Diaries is good. But, both are okay. Underneath the mango tree, my honey and me. And next we have the reviews for Dune and The Hobbit. Because those are their separate reviews. A banana.
It's open now from 12 to 10 p.m.
What is?
My bad. You got a problem, boy?
No. Anyway, what would you rank the chick from the movie last night,
We
Eleanor?
can all discuss this in the car.
Oh,
We all
okay.
saw it
I
together.
feel like Jill would be offended by that question, but okay, sure. I'm kidding.
She laughed about her forehead the whole time. I don't think she'd be quite offended.
What the hell? Stop. You're not even doing it on camera.
Oh.
Stop.
Yeah, show it to the camera, everyone.
There. It's a sandwich. I can't really see it.
Let's have a little football with us. Maybe we'll have a tap in front of Grandma's Debbie.
I'm Conan and Jake is Andy.
Okay, sure.
Just because we're going to be outside. So.
Underneath the mango tree.
Only Sean Connery can sing. Every other Bond can't sing. I'm kidding. Imagine the next Bond is Michael Fassbender. That'd be
Where
weird.
is that bread?
Personally, I hope the next Bond is Tom Hardy. He's tough. Like, where else can you go from there? I actually pitched the next Bond. We're going to have a whole video on Bond because I pitched Bond to someone. And they actually said right now they don't want to do it, but I bet they will.
Yeah, wait, I could do such a good impression of James Bond's face. Like, underneath the mango tree, my mama.
Just you wait
and
for...
then this is him like, underneath the mango tree, my mom. Attack!
Tom Hiddleston is the next Bond.
It stings. That was so horrible when his girlfriend got that poison stuck in her.
What?
Let me just
When did
smell
that
it.
happen? Don't do
Just
that.
a sniff.
Okay.
Oh my god, it smells so good.
Let me... What are you doing?
No.
Okay.
What did I do?
The end of the podcast.
What did